right, everybody, we are going to get started. We're going to get started. So the first thing I want everyone to do, we're just going to start with our hello, our little warm-up. All right, so I'm going to sing hello first, and I want you guys to sing hello back to me. All right, here I go. Hello, boys and girls. Your turn. I love that I saw lots of people's hands going up and down and showing me that high and low, but I did not see everybody's mouth moving, okay? Now here's the dealio. I know that some of us are in places right now that we can't sing very loud, if at all. If you can't sing, that's okay. Maybe you could hum. You could do that kind of quiet. Or if you can't even hum, I would love to see you guys just lip sing it. So you might be going, even if you can't sing it out loud, you can still show me with your mouth, okay? So let's try it one more time. I loved the highs and lows that I saw, but I want to see just a little bit more, all right? Me first, then you guys. Here we go. Hello, boys and girls. Your turn. Way better. I saw so many more people moving their mouths that time, and I even saw a few more people doing those highs and lows, which is great. Today we have 3 things that I want us to talk about. The first thing is going to be called something that's called arioso. The second thing is going to be something called time signatures. And the third thing is going to be something called form. And we kind of talked about form a little bit when you guys were in 2nd grade. So the first thing I want to talk about is something called arioso. And make sure we're not playing our instruments yet. We are going to be playing those scrapers here in just a few minutes. But first I want to talk about arioso. Arioso, everyone say arioso. Yeah, arioso. What arioso is it's kind of like having a conversation, but you have to do it through music. So my musical conversation could be with any one of you, but I'm going to sing my conversation and you would have to sing it back to me. So kind of like how we sing hello Mrs. or hello boys and girls and you guys sing hello Mrs. Porter. An arioso would be like me having a conversation with you. I might say, hello, Nicholas, how are you doing today? And Nicholas might say, I am doing very well. How are you, Mrs. Porter? Both of us would be using a singing voice to make that conversation happen. Now, here's a question I have for you guys. Is there anybody out there that thinks that they could have an arioso conversation with me? Where if I sang a question to you, you could sing back your answer. Raise your hand if you'd like to try that with me. You could be my arioso partner. All right, everyone. I want everyone to try arioso with me. I'm going to sing a question and you can sing your answer wherever you are. Here I go. Do you like to play outside? I'm seeing so many people singing. I love it. One more question and then we will move on. Do you like dogs or cats better? Ooh, I'm seeing so many different answers. I love it. All right, boys and girls. So that is, when we talk about arioso time, that is what we're going to be talking about. Sometimes we'll be singing. Sometimes we might be playing an instrument to have those musical conversations. And then sometimes we might be using fun different words. Like maybe next time we'll have arioso land or our arioso time and we'll be meowing like cats. Meow, 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 meow. I don't know. Every time will be different. Let's see. So next, what we are going to be talking about is going to be something called time signature. Something called time signature. And time signature is something that's a little bit different than things we've normally covered, okay? And so what I want to do is I'm actually going to share my screen with you. Let's see if I can learn how to do it. Here we go. And in my screen, I want you to see that I have a little presentation over here. Here we go. And I want to present that to you. Do you guys see it says time signatures 3/4 and 4/4? Well, what I want you to know about time signatures is that if we have a 3/4 time signature, do you see that there's the 3 on top and the 4 underneath? Well, those numbers tell us something in music, okay? The bottom number tells us what kind of note is going to get our beat, okay? And for us, it's not super important quite yet. We'll learn more about that in 4th grade. But our 4 means that the ta note is going to get our beat. So every time you see a ta, that's how we know if it's going to be a steady beat or not. The ta would keep the steady beat. The really important job for us, the most important number for us right now is our top note. Now, this top number. This top number here tells us how many beats we need to fill up each of our measures, okay? Each little chunk of music. Show me using your fingers right now, what is the top number in my time signature right now that you see? What is the top number that you see? Show me with your fingers. What is the top number that you see in this time signature? Nice. I'm seeing everyone showing me it's going to be the number 3. It's right up here. All right. We're not looking at the numbers underneath. We're looking at these numbers right here, right next to the ta, right to the left of the ta. So that number 3 shows that I need 3 tas in order to make my music work. Okay. Notice I have 3 right here. I have 1, 2, 3, right? So what I want you to do for me right now is if you have your music kit, I want you to pull out your rhythm sticks and go right to ready position for me. Go right to ready position. I'm pulling mine out. Excuse me. And I'm going to go to ready position 2. And I know you guys are ready when I see most people in that ready position. Remember, we don't play yet because I want to make sure that everyone's ready to go. If we're playing, it makes it hard to hear. Awesome. I'm seeing, let's do a few more scrolls. It looks like everyone's ready. All right. I want everyone, I'm going to say 1, ready, go. And I just want you to click for me. We're going to do ta, ta, ta. Try that with me, okay? 3 clicks. Here we go. Ta, ta, ta. And we go right back to ready position. 3 tas is what 3/4 would show us. We need 3 tas to fill up our music, just like it shows us on our screen. Now, does everyone see on top of the number 1 ta, there's like a little caret? Do you guys see that? Do you guys see like the little caret top thingy on top of the first ta? It looks like a little arrow pointing up. That arrow is called an accent. That means that we're going to hit our stick a little bit harder on the first ta, and we're not going to hit it as hard on the second ta or the third ta. So it'll sound like this. Ta, ta, ta. Can you try that with me? A hard first ta and kind of a quieter second and third ta. Try it with me. Here we go. Ta, ta, ta. Done. Yeah. Can we keep doing that pattern over and over and over again, always making sure that our first ta is the loudest ta? It'll sound like this. Ta, 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 ta. I'm going to keep doing it. When you feel like you're comfortable doing that with me, I want you to play it. And if you can say it out loud, that'd be even better. Make sure that first ta is the loudest ta. Here we go. Ta, 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 and stop. Nice stoppage, guys. And people went right back to ready position. That makes my heart crazy happy. Crazy happy. Now I'm going to change the screen. And who can tell me what in the world did I change? What happened to my time signature? Give me a thumbs up if one of my letters changed. Oh, sorry, one of my numbers changed in my time signature. It did. Show me with your fingers how many beats am I going to need now in my musical measure now? You are totally right, guys. It changed from 3 and it went to 4. Do I still have my accent mark or my little arrow mark above the first one? Is there still the little arrow mark above that, my number 1 ta? There is. So when I have 4/4 time signature, I have to have 4 tas, but the first one still gets to be a little louder. So it's going to sound like this. Ta, 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 ta. Try it with me. Ta, 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 and stop. Give me a thumbs up if you understand the difference between 3/4 and 4/4 time. Give me a thumbs to the side if you kind of get it, and a thumb down if it's super confusing. Give me a thumbs up if you understand the difference between 3/4 and 4/4, that the 3 and 4 change how many tas you need. Give me a thumb to the side if it kind of makes sense. Thumbs down if it doesn't make sense at all. I'm going to take a look and see what everyone's telling me. Okay. All right. I'm getting lots of kind of like halfway and up. Okay. Cool beans. One more time, I just want to explain so that everyone kind of knows. If this says, can you see my little arrow moving? Can you guys see that when I'm moving my arrow? Yes? Okay. So this top number right here tells me how many tas I'm going to need in my music. Okay. So if it says 4 on the top, the bottom numbers we're not going to worry about. The top numbers are an important number. When you see that number 4, that means that you know there's going to have to be 1, 2, 3, 4 tas to make our music. All right. If we only have 3, if we only have 3 on the top of our time signature, that means we only need 1, 2, 3 tas to make our music complete. Does that make more sense? Try 3 clicks again with our first ta being our strongest or our loudest. Here we go. Try it one more time. Here we go. Ta, 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 and stop. Now try changing it to 4. It's going to feel a little different. But now let's try it where we have 4 tas because we switched to our 4/4 time signature. Here we go. Ta, 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 ta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 and stop. We will be working so much more with time signature later, but I want to make sure we still have time at the end for our for what we're doing next. Okay, so go ahead and put away your rhythm sticks. All right, and the next thing, or the last thing I want us to talk about today is something called form. And form is all about our patterns in music. All right, it is our patterns, how we put our music together. All right, so today we are going to actually make part of our form. All right, part of our form, and I want you guys to tell me if there's going to be a same part or a different part. All right, so here is the first thing we're going to do. All right, and again, you guys can put your stuff away. You don't need your rhythm sticks for this next section. We're going to listen to a song that I think you guys know. Okay, I think you know it, and your job is going to be to tell me or to raise your hand when the music changes. Okay, when the music changes, when it gets slow, I want you to raise your hand high in the air. Capiche? Thumbs up if you got it. We're working on our form. Here we go. This is, again, a song that I think you guys are going to know. Here we go. I don't mind if you do the move, but make sure you raise your hand when So that was obviously the chicken dance, right? Now let me ask you a question. Did the beginning part, the did that section happen the entire time, or were there different sections in between? Give me a number 1 if it stayed the same the entire time. Give me a 2 if it changed. There was some changes. You are totally right. Now, you do not need to take these out, but for right now, I just want to show you that in your bag, we're going to work with these more next week. In your bag, there's going to be these cards. And we have a red square, and we also have some blue circles. And again, you don't have to get these out. So my red square would be showing when the chicken dance part comes. And my blue circle would kind of show us when we have the do 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 do, that nice kind of slower, smooth section. Okay. Would there be a lot of reds, or would there only be one? Show me a big hand if there'd be a lot of red blocks in the chicken dance song, or put them really close together if you think there's only like one. Oh, I'm seeing a bunch. Yeah. That section comes back over and over and over again. We're going to call that section A. In fact, let's start from the beginning. And every time there's an A section, I want you to do the chicken dance. Okay, you go ahead and stand up if you want to, but this is going to show me that you know when that A section comes back. All right, here we go. When you hear the chicken dance, that A section, I want you to do the chicken dance. Here we go. Right there. All right. So boys and girls, that A section, or my red block section, that can happen so many times. So many times. All right. We're going to close with one quick thing. And I want to show you what we're going to be working on next time. All right. We're going to be working on form, but we're going to be moving a whole lot more next time. But I want to show you what we're going to be working on. Okay. We are going to create something called a body rondo next week in music. And that is going to be when we're taking our form and we are going to make it so that we are using our body to show it. All right. And this is going to be our A section. And watch, watch, watch. Here we go. That's going to be our A section. Here comes the B section. So there's going to be an A section and a B section with our body rondo too. And we are going to be doing that together next week. All right. So today we talked about arioso. We talked about time signature. And we also started talking about form. And again, next week we're going to be doing a lot more singing with form. We're also going to be doing a whole lot more moving with form. But we had to kind of get our feet wet a little bit today first. All right. Please, before you guys sign off today, make sure that you go back into your Google Classroom. We just have a few quick questions to ask about today's music class. It's under our classwork section. It's our exit ticket for today, which is September 11th. And I hope that you guys have a great, great day. Let's say goodbye to everybody a little bit with our goodbye, boys and girls. Goodbye, Mrs. Porter. And I will see you guys next week. Me first, and then you. Goodbye, boys and girls. Your turn. You guys are awesome. I will see you next week. I miss you guys so much. I hope to see you soon. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.